At 6 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, most teams are in the weight room at practice, but playing in a nationally televised game. Welcome to Rider University. And we bring you all the action from an exciting Saturday afternoon in Mercer County playoff football. I'm Mark Fontes with sports. Every WNBA season, teams host at least one game that tips off in the late morning at around 11 o'clock. The crowds are generally filled with summer campers and people who work the afternoon or graveyard shift. But a game at 6 a.m. filled with teens and 20-somethings who pulled all-nighters, well, it's college.
Yeah, go Riders!
Basketball game today. Tried day break, yet the Bronc faithful were up with the chickens. What do you think of a 6 a.m. basketball game?
It's crazy, but it was so much fun. We stayed up all night, got ready for the game. It's so hyped in there. It's so much fun. I'm having a great time.
It's very nice that we all got together and did the 6 a.m. game because it's pretty rough, pretty early. I don't even have class this early. So I'm not used to waking up before 6.
We were just hanging out with our friends, getting ready for the game. Tried to have enough school spirit, we got our shirts on, white out shirts and everything, got our towels ready.
This will be one of the memories you take with you.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, it couldn't really get any better than this. We absolutely love it here.
The kids needed some halftime fresh air because inside the Bronx Zoo, wall to wall with fans, standing room only at the crack of dawn as they cheered their Broncs against the Drexel Dragons. But of course, many of their people made the trip to see this breakfast basketball special, part of a 24-hour college hoops marathon being broadcast on ESPN. Ryder and Drexel were the 6 a.m. Eastern Time challengers. Sammy Givens of the Dragons heading inside the lane, puts it up, he's fouled, count the basket. Givens finished with 21 points in 34 minutes of play. Jonathan Thompson trying to start the second half on a strong note, dishes to Novar Gadsden. Beautiful spin move. He lays it up and nothing but net. Shortly after that, Bronx back on 0. Anthony Miles for 3. Yes. Miles finished with 13 on the morning. Drexel's Franz Massenet, local hero. Many remember he wowed everyone as a Trenton Catholic Academy Iron Mike and is fast making a name for himself as a Dragon, slaying opponents. Here his jump shot is good for 2 of his 21 points. He and Givens tied for the game-high scorers. Miles, Gadsden, and friends trying to avoid an 0-3 start. They battled to a 28-all tie at the half and put together some dazzling plays throughout the second. The only problem was the Dragons came out breathing offensive fire in the second half. Drexel takes this Sunrise special 80-62. The Broncs are off to their worst start in 15 years.
To high school football we go. The West Windsor South Pirates were the only Mercer County team at home for a playoff game this year, and they did battle Saturday with the North Brunswick Raiders.
So who would walk the plank after Saturday's playoff game? Pirates or the Raiders? He doesn't look like much of a swashbuckler, but these brash, bold Buccaneers do, cheering on their 7-1 boys now in the postseason. First quarter, running back Brian Schoenauer getting the handoff here from Chris Evans. Touchdown, Pirates! Schoenauer, who has set and broken many records as a junior, mind you, makes it 6-0 after a failed point-after attempt. Next offensive series, Evans dropping back to pass, looking, can't find anyone open, so he takes it himself, scrambling ahead for positive yardage, and quite a bit of it. He gets up to his own 37, a 22-yard pickup with Manalapan's boys watching to see who they'd play next. Pirates with it, second and goal later. Evans fades, rolls to his right, tosses it over the middle. Malik Fuller's got it for the touchdown. And by the way, another one of Schoenauer's positions, place kicker. He plays offense, defense, and special teams, and he makes it 13-0 here early in the second quarter. After that, the Pirate D forced a Raider 3 and out. Evans again going long, this time to Thomas Efstafios, and Tom's got it inside the 20. He is brought down at the 1-yard line by Jerai Wise of North Brunswick. Next play, guess who? Schoenauer with the handoff, touchdown South. The Pirates jumping all over the Raiders with Evans and head coach Todd Smith talking over the prospects of going for 2, but they let Brian kick another PAT. And of course at South, they do the old raise the roof with one of their lightweight buddies corresponding with the number of points on the board, 20 for the Pirates, still 0 for North Brunswick. And it did not get much better for the Raiders. Quarterback Tim Parson here with nowhere to go or throw. He's brought down for a loss. On fourth down, Raider fortunes went from bad to worse. Joe Manley on to punt. It is blocked. Pirates are going to take over no matter where this ball is down. A wild melee for it. It's downed on the 2, first and goal for the trusty green and gold offense. Evans, after getting backed up a few yards following a sack, runs right this time, tries to get out of the pocket, throws to the end zone, and there's Efstafios for the touchdown. He was stopped just inches shy of one before, but has one all his own, a 27-point lead for South at halftime. It wasn't all bad for North Brunswick, though. Third quarter, Parson pitching it to LaShawn Boyd, who finds an open hole. Boyd, the freshman running back with a promising next few years on the Raiders, goes all the way, 62 yards for a touchdown, so North Brunswick able to salvage something from this, but otherwise a banner day for the Pirates. Shaneauer ran for 152 yards on 22 carries and scored the 2 touchdowns. He also caught 4 balls for 70 yards. And on this day set a new West Windsor South school rushing record, 3,189 total rushing yards. And remember, he's only a junior.
Our coaches have been saying that it's going to be from here on out us against everybody else, because we're Mercer County and people underestimate us. So we're just trying to prove a point.
It's one of the greatest feelings besides winning the state championship, I think.
And finally, Team of the Day is brought to you by Prior NAMI Business Systems. With fast, dependable on-site service, we change the way small business does business. West Windsor South High Pirate Liz Mendez of softball fame officially signed her letter of intent to play her favorite sport at St. Joseph's University yesterday. Mendez, a standout pitcher for the Pirates last year as a junior, led them to the semifinal of the MCT last season. She'll look to further her school's progress in 2012 and her own as a Division I pitcher at St. Joe's, and she makes the West Windsor South Pirates softball squad our team of the day. Well, that's all for sports. In a moment, Mercer County Close-Up.